Uh, uh. Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the Pass the Peace podcast with your boy Dante. We in the building, man. We about to talk a little bit about a little bit, you know what I mean? And we gonna start this off. We gonna talk about Sonya Massey. Say her name, say it loud, man. That's what we talking about, man. We gonna get it poppin'. So yeah, police brutality, man. That's where we at, still. Ain't that crazy? We still there, bro. We done went through all the. They still ain't passed the George Floyd Act. Hey, how could we still be here? This is what pisses me off. This is what really gets to me, because people act like they don't be saying this shit, and it's been going on. It's been going on the whole time, but the shit don't get attention until it's beneficial to motherfuckers. The shit don't get attention until motherfucking politics can be put into it. You know what I mean? And this shit just irks my nerve. But anyway, this motherfucking police officer in Illinois executed a lady who called 911 for help. Not necessarily for help, just because she was scared. She had thought she heard something. Called 911. End up shot in the face. That's some bullshit. And this shit gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep on happening because our stupid ass government won't do shit about the obvious. They act like they don't see this shit until it fucking benefits them. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't heard. Okay. So how many times is there going to be an officer that kill an unarmed black person and try to blame it on something, and now it's being blamed on our mental health and all of that, but try to blame it on something and then get found out that they was wrong, they was lying, and then another a photo, a fucking copy of them gets hired the next week and gets to training and gets to do all the things, and they grooming them to be this fucking person again. It's like the culture in the police department is just fucked up to the point where either they scared of us or they goddamn hate us. And it's crazy because, like, I mean, you could think of a lot of fields of a lot of professions that deal with the public, and like I would think fire, police, and nursing, like in hospitals, will be those places where you just really need people to be open-minded and people to be like treat everybody equally, not people to have judgment on people, because who wants to go to I mean, that's the same thing. Black people deal with that too. You go to the hospital, they assume you can take the pain, so you don't need meds or whatever. Or they assume that you there to hospital hop or whatever they call it, to get meds, to get pills or something. Like when you just in legitimate pain. But those are places you need people to be on your side. You know what I mean? So when somebody call the police, they want that police officer to come there to help them. Not come there judging them and looking at them sideways. I called you, bro. And then when you show up, bro, you coming in you already on fire. This dude came with the intention of doing something bad. I ain't gonna even say he came there intending on killing that lady. I'm saying he came there with intention on doing something because he didn't follow the protocols. He didn't have, why would you not have your body cam on? That's the shit I'm talking about. He knew his way around some shit and he was about to skate around that. But his fucking partner had his body cam on. Fucked this whole program up. Had his partner not had his body cam on, you better believe they would have came up with some kind of story about her mental health and made it like she attacked him with a motherfucking pot of water or something. It was gonna be something. But his partner, it wasn't even his partner, the backup dude, the dude that came and assisted him with the call, had his body cam on. So I can't help but to think about how many people have been killed by these corrupt officers, and then the blame has been put on the victim for somehow, some way, the victim brought it on themselves for something. I think it's more bad officers out here than we think. We sit here, we look at these officers like they good, like they here to protect and serve us, but really they behind that blue line. What's it called? They got a little code that they ride with behind the blue, back to blue, all that. You know what I mean? So you don't throw your fellow officer under the bus. That I guess maybe this is a sign that culture is kind of shifting, because dude did have his body cam on when the other one didn't. Or did he know that guy was kind of off the chain? That's why he kind of stepped back and let him take the lead, because he know he kind of crazy already. He was on some power trip and shit. Either way it go, I guarantee you it's been so many people killed by the police, and then the blame be placed on them for whatever reason. Their mental health issues. They lunged at them. They pulled his pants up when he thought he was pulling a gun out. You know, I guarantee you it's been so much of that. And then like they do shit like put the George Floyd Policing Act up, right? And then just let it sit there and never sign off on it, never put it into law or whatever. Just leave it dangling there, as if to say they don't give a fuck about us at all. And while all of this is still going on, it didn't stop. It never stopped. This ain't Sonya Massey wasn't the first one this year or something. This is a continual thing. It just continues to happen. I don't know him, but I know of a person that was shot an incredible amount of times by the police in Akron, Ohio. It just don't make sense how many times that guy was shot. Over 90 shots. I'm pretty sure he was shot at least 60 times for running from them. They say he had a gun, but the gun was in a car, I believe. I don't know. I can't really remember. This was like a year or two ago. But incredibly excessive amount of bullets was thrown at this guy. Like he was a goddamn mountain lion or something. They just don't give a fuck about brown-skinned, dark people, black people. They just don't. I mean, this good old boy network, man, they spread all over this country, and they putting their shit in motion, and they in law enforcement, they in motherfucking business, they in housing, they everywhere. And they looking at you with a side eye. As soon as you come in, no, you ain't getting a loan. No, you can't get that new car. No, you can't get this apartment. No, you can't get this. No, you can't get that. And I'm about to call the police on you, and they gonna get you what you really deserve, which is a bullet to the fucking face. Like, that's how I feel like that's how they looking at motherfuckers, man. And then, your boy Trump wants to go sit here and actually promote giving the police full immunity and having it so that they are free from prosecution or anything like that, or of being held accountable of something while they're on duty or something like that. Something crazy to the point where, like, if this was in effect, this guy would not even be in jail right now because he would have immunity. He would be justified for whatever he had to do on duty. And that's blasphemous. That's absolutely crazy to think that kind of is a possibility if Donald Trump had it his way. And we just gonna keep on keeping on, huh? We just gonna keep on marching. Keep on marching and singing. And burning shit up. We just gonna keep on doing that. And they just gonna keep on smoking us. Keep on killing us. Keep on firing us. That's what it seems like. That's where we at. Yeah, man. Seems like that's where we at, and it ain't going no goddamn where. Because don't nobody do nothing, man. Everybody, like, this whole thing, like, it's so funny, like, that we'll say something about a police killing an unarmed black person, and then they'll say something about how many people were shot in Chicago, over the weekend. And it's like, those are two separate problems that need to be addressed. They definitely both need to be addressed. But they're not the same. So quit acting like that shit is the same, because it's not. One thing is obvious. An unarmed white woman that called the police would not have been dead in that moment, in that situation. And we're becoming much too numb to seeing these videos, and it's almost expected. It's almost expected. Any black person, I guarantee you, they're hesitant to call the police. And if they do call the police, in the back of their mind, they hoping and praying that this police don't show up tripping. And that shouldn't be. We shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to do that. I have a daughter that's about to go to college. And if my daughter needed to call 911 for something, she shouldn't be scared that if the police get there, they might be tripping. So what do? She called me first. Called me. I'll be on my way, then call 911, and I'll get there when the police get there, so I'll make sure they ain't tripping. Is that what it's got to be? Like, so until we get people in these places, in these high places of government, that's actually for us and gonna listen to the things that we're saying and not just gonna sugarcoat shit for votes, till we get to that place when we can get somebody in there that's really gonna fight for these things to be put in place, we gonna be in this continuous pattern. You know how they say, like, if you keep doing the same thing and getting the same results, that's a sign of being crazy, right? A psychopath or something. We just must be crazy because we keep doing the same shit, expecting a different result, and it keep happening over and over. It's the same movie over and over. It's like we get to the end of the movie and we start it over and be like, now it's going to be a different movie. And then boom, it's the same movie again. But we thought for whatever reason it's going to be a different movie. I don't know why we keep thinking that. Bro, these people are out to get us. Simple as that. And if you apply that like you would in the hood, everything will be all good. You know what I mean? People in the hood know who to trust and who to not trust. People know who to associate with and who not to. But when there's somebody that's there for emergency assistance and you can't trust them, or if you don't know if you can trust them, that's crazy. Like, I know certain neighborhood. If I go to this neighborhood, I might not want to trust people around there because they don't know me. I don't know them. But if I needed the fire department because I feel like I'm having a heart attack, I feel like I should be able to trust them. I should be able to trust that even though I don't know them and they don't know me, when they roll up, they're going to treat me as if I'm in need of assistance from them. Not like, yeah, you good. Let me walk off and then I drop dead from a massive heart attack. Like, that was extreme, but I'm just saying, like, we need to be able to trust these people. And until we can do that, it's going to always be tension. It's going to just be tension. When they're around me, I'm going to be nervous, which is going to make them nervous, which then, boom, it could be bad. And just like that, the drop of a dime, blink of an eye. So it's a lot of work that need to be done. A lot. It's a lot of work that need to be done, man. And I just wish we can, I wish we could convince people that we're not bad. We're not the enemy. We're not against them. I don't know why they're against us. But if that's what it's gonna be, then we need to become more dependent on our own community and stop relying on the police to come and like save us or help us. We need to have family that we can call. Like she called them. She should have been able to call her uncle or her dad or somebody and tell them about a prowler. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is this what we're going to have to start doing? Like, just relying on our own people, man. Relying on our family, man. To help us out in a time of need when we need help. And if it's like, I mean, even, can you come take me to the hospital? Like, instead of calling 911, I don't know what we gonna have to do. But I feel like we need to be more dependent on ourselves and less dependent on these public safety people to look out for us with the best intentions, because they're not looking out for us. They don't look at us like people. So they're not there to give you anything, sympathy, motherfucking love, a hug. No, you in the way. That's how it seemed like. That's how they look at you. So until we can become more dependent on ourselves and stuff, I think we need to do that. Become more dependent in our community to help each other until we can get this stuff fixed, until these people start pushing our agendas and things we want to be done, the things that we think is important. Because if you take it out, let's take it off of the police for a second. Let's take it off police brutality, and let's just look at Mahogany Jackson. Now, they was dependent on the police to go, like, find her, you know? But if they would have been dependent on the community, on her family to go find her, I think they would have found her much sooner. I think they would have found her alive much sooner. Like, I feel like the police went there to the apartment and dropped the ball, and then that let them know that she finally called the police. So then they proceeded to kill her. But had her peoples or the community looked out for her and been around, that's not just dependent on the police to, like, investigate, I feel like, man, I don't know, things could have been different. But we just need to get off of them, man. We need to get off of them, man. Stop relying on them, man. Don't even talk to them. You ain't got no words for no police, man. For real. Because they don't understand me. They don't understand me. So I don't want to understand them. I don't want to be around them. Because they don't understand me. Yeah, man. I'm sure it's political season, so I'm sure this is the first of a few that's gonna happen. To spark up this racial narrative in this presidential election. I hope not. I hope not. Just everybody be careful out there, man. Be careful, man, and don't be so trusting in people. You never know how they looking at you. But anyway, until next time, man, it's been real, man. It's your boy Dante in the building. Pass the Peas Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pass the Peas Podcast Show. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get back on my schedule and get everything popping again, man. We out here, man. I've been trying to do a little something with video, but it is incredibly difficult. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's kind of hard, man, but I'm gonna get back on my audio and I'm gonna keep working on this video, man, and I'm gonna get it out there eventually. But until then, peace out, man. I love y'all. Be safe.